BIM experts around the world helped us to categorize the BIM management workflow into 3 easy steps: planning of people and processes, scoping of who does what and when, and the flow, optimizing the sequence and the management to ensure that BIM gets done. This is LOD Planner. Let's create a new project. Most BIM execution plans display a project image. They define the project location, and they list the teams and the people involved. Here we can invite as many viewers to the project as we'd like, and we can assign editor permissions for certain team members. Whether you call it an EIR, a BEP, a BXP, a PIP, etc., it's all about planning. Some companies may have their own BIM standards, and some may simply search the knowledge base from the global BIM community. For this project, let's include firstly a video just to help the team understand what we're trying to achieve with this project. This is an excellent one from Autodesk. We might like to open with Penn State's popular BIM mission statement. Let's add our list of BIM software and versions for the team to collaborate on. For file naming, we like to use the UK's solid PAS 1192 file naming convention, and of course our contracts team requires a signature block to ensure our BIM scopes are approved by all involved. We can edit these sections to make them project specific as required. You might want to complete data in a form or use a find and replace tool to customize your plan sections. Sometimes we'll need to add project specific plan sections. You can then use the edit tools to format your sections. You can use your images from the web, and also grab YouTube videos just by copying and pasting the link. Teams can collaborate on standards within an account, but you also told us that while you didn't want to publish your entire standard, you did want to help our industry by sharing bite-sized pieces that owners, consultants, and experts can collaborate on, and you could gain some recognition across the industry for. BIM experts shared that they needed a way to package BIM requirements into industry-recognized and manageable BIM uses. So let's take a look at the scope. We can easily aggregate requirements from multiple parties. For this project, the design team may need an early set of renders and a fly-through for the owner. The engineer might have shared their targeted coordination scope that we can include in our project delivery. The owner may have shared their handover model and facilities maintenance, the FM requirements. And the construction team might want to run a 4D structural simulation, which, if we can't find one in our own standards, maybe somebody from the BIM community has one. Oh, there's one. Let's add these to the project. We can define LOD on the fly. We can also drag and drop them from one milestone to another. Using the team assignment mode, it's actually pretty fun to assign responsibilities for each of these requirements. And at the right time, we can build our own detailed element scope. Here we can define exactly which elements will be modeled and which will not. We can also add specific text and links to documents, websites, and specs. Even the required information parameters can be added from the globally shared and continually improving database. Documents are generated for download and printing and are available in the archive at any time. A pressing challenge we heard from the BIM community was a desire to implement a lean design management workflow. However, many stressed that they just didn't know really where to start. So we've included an option to print content-rich cards that expedite the team-based pool planning workflow. Instead of starting a pool planning session cold with just blank sticky notes, the team starts with a set of cards already completed with the scope and responsible parties assigned. We found that the rich images printed on the cards was one of the most beneficial starting points for a design team to visualize the optimum sequence of tasks in order to implement the planning of a clash avoidance workflow. Using this workflow, we've seen an over 50% reduction in design issues, constructability, and coordination problems, and a 17% saving on the design timeline. Teams can also manage tasks electronically in the Kanban board with a simple drag and drop to update progress. We're in listening mode again. As early adopters share more feedback, we will continue to improve and rapidly develop the content and the platform that is LOD Planner. We're really excited to see the standards that you create and share on the platform.